just thought I'd let you know this is how I do my homeschooling. Now, first of all, I would just like to share with you what I do and how I manage my day and how you sort your planning out for the whole thing. So you have all your lessons, you write down on a piece of paper what lessons you want to do, and even the fun ones, these are the fun ones which you would do on this side, and the core subjects would be on this side. She's only doing 6 core subjects, so, and then she does these off and on her timetable, which I'll show you a timetable now of what I did earlier. Now here's her timetable, which we've just done now, and is ready to go up on the wall. She'll start at 8:30 every day and finish at 2 o'clock Monday to Thursday. Friday she'll only have an hour of history in the morning, and the rest of the day will be free. So she has a free day. She has art, but she doesn't do sewing, and she only does piano now because she's in year 9. So, but here is a timetable with sample things on it. Then you can add these to your planners. To be honest, I don't use a planner because I just haven't got time to write all this down. So we just go by what our timetable says and what books we have at the time. So you could do it like this if you have time to write it every day down in your planners, your homeschool planners and stuff, etc, etc. Just gives you a clear guide like language arts, spelling, maths, social studies, science, PE and arts. I wouldn't personally do this because, to be honest, it doesn't work for me. I'd just rather stick to a personalised timetable which she sticks to every day, and then we just take it from there. We change it up every maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and add different things in it and swap the lessons around. So if you print up a timetable, you can just fill it in how you want to spend every day, every week, which is ideal for your sort of time and your day. Everyone is different, aren't they? So yeah, so after you've basically sat down and worked out what lessons you are going to do every day, the ones you want to take in GCSE, then you put them into your timetable. So next we're going to decide on what books you're going to use and what exam boards you will use or go by. Hang on a minute. So I'm using Edexcel, but there is the AQA and the OCR and a few more which I'm not sure about at this point, but I would only go by these maybe anyway, as they're the most common and the ones that are mostly used. Also going back to timetable planning and everything, if you have a book that you're using, you can always do what I did. I planned out, basically I did all the pages for the book, all the weeks that we needed to work through year 9 and year 10. And then obviously the year she has her exams. If I can turn the page, hang on a moment. Oh my god. And then year 11 when she's obviously studying to do her exams as well. Now what I did is, we got on this one, it says page 60 to 61, and then when you've done it you cross it off like we have so far. We've done all those pages and crossed it off. We are a little bit behind because she's been off for 2 weeks because she's not been very well, so we're like 2 weeks behind, so now we have to catch up. But so basically you go to each of your pages 52, and then the tick off part. If you're planning it properly, you should be on track. 52 is there. We're just starting 52 now. So, but yeah, that's another way you can plan it, by just printing up this to correspond with every book that you're using. This is the only book I've actually got with this corresponding in it, but usually we just go by this one. We just do every page as we come to them. We haven't got a set thing on this. I haven't done the plan for this one yet, but this one is edXL GCSE Maths, and this one is edXL Combined Sciences. And also we've got the homework book to go with that, and I have the answers on the computer, which I had to phone up for, so we're using those at the moment. And also we are doing, in English we're doing analysing poems, so we're doing all this sort of thing for poetry, which she doesn't like poetry at all, but we are. And then we'll be doing the Belfast confetti, and then Catherine. So we have a lot to do. And then of course, if you look for this, we have another, for this, all this literature components, I have it all planned out what we need to do for the English subject and everything, and help with lesson plans and content. Hang on, can't never turn the pages. And then learning outcomes, and more learning outcomes, and paper and theme. So yeah, so basically we have this in ready to do, which is just basically helping us work out what we have to do and what we're learning. Centres choose to study the following Shakespeare plays, one of these, or so forth. So that's basically that. These are some books that we are going to be reading: Lord of the Flies, To Kill a Mockingbird, Angela's Ashes, The Talented Mr. Ripley, Across the Nightingale Floor. I have a few you need to also Out of the Shadows and The Book Thief are just some we're going to be reading in English. Then there's a list of poetry that we'll be going through. So we've got The Poison Tree, The Belfast Confetti, and it goes on to Conflict Comparison Lesson, where you compare two poems from this list. And they're the 15 poems that she should be doing in the whole of Year 9 and 10, ready for exams in Year 11. So that's conflict. Then you have relationship, which gives you more stuff on relationship down there. And also time and place. So yeah, these are the poems that she chose to do conflict, so we're on the conflict ones. So basically we've got her books, her maths there, her science, and that's obviously the one where I was trying to show you that you don't need a planner to do your planning your lessons. If you get some sheets, if you've got a printer and a Microsoft Word or whatever, you can just print this sort of thing up. I did this, took me about 2 or 3 days to do this. And then you just separate all the pages for the year, and then when you've done them, you just tick them off. So we should get this all done before she gets into Year 10. So basically we have to get to page 204, which is basically around there. So we've got all of that to do before she gets to Year 10, which is in September. So yeah, so basically I've shown you some stuff. So basically this is how we'll be doing our day. Every day she'll be getting up at 8:30 to do her lessons, and then she'll have a break at 9:30 until 10, and then she'll come back to her lessons, and then she'll have another break at 12:30 for lunch, and she'll have one more lesson at the end of the day till 2 o'clock. And that's how it's done. But you can do your days any way you feel is necessary for the way you do your day. If you're working, then you can work around it. If you want to just leave the mornings out, then just do the afternoons. Or if you do the morning, then you can do the mornings and then leave the afternoon. whichever way you do it, as long as they get a structure of lessons that you can print off the internet. You don't need the books because there's so much on the internet anyway. And I've put loads of PDFs in my other video for year 7 and 8. I think it was year 8 mostly, but which could help in all of this. I just brought these because I wanted to have a structure and to do things properly, you know. I mean, I got this one for free from edXcel, which is Pearson's edXcel, along with quite a lot more books. So I'm pleased with that. But I had to look for the answers to this book, so I had to really look on the internet for it, till I found it, obviously, which is some here. I print them off gradually, so I've always got the answers for the book. But yeah, so this sort of really is what we do. We don't use a planning book or a big A4 folder or a little diary. We just go by a timetable, and then she comes down and she sits at the table here. This is where she sits at the table, so she can see the whiteboard up there. And she'll start on a Monday morning at 8:30. If we don't do spellings, then she just goes straight into using her English book, or I write things on the board, and then she'll finish, and then she'll go off and do whatever the next bit. And on Tuesday the same thing. She starts at 8:30 every day. These are double lessons in the morning. I thought I'd use the hour from 8:30 till 9:30 for a double lesson, so she gets her core subjects in every day without fail. And then the rest of the days for the week, I'll just spread out bits here and there. I'll try to think about how I've done it so it looks okay. So yeah, but Friday is her fun day, so she has less to do on Friday, so she can take basically just what she wants. So yeah, basically that's really it at the moment. Hang on a moment. Also, we are using this geography, which is the new geography, new foundations. Sorry about the light. So yeah, the new foundations. It's very good, and she likes this one because it's very thorough. It gives you activities to do, which she totally enjoys. I have got the edXcel geography book out there in my little room over there. So, and that's our geography book. It's not very thick, so, but it's worth it. Then we got this edXcel history, which she's doing medicine 3 times. She's chosen 4 subjects in history, which she's going to be doing, and we've only got to, where did we get to on this page? There, around, we've only got to about here. I am very busy. We've gotten to, let's have a look, the chapter title. I think it's just ideas about disease. I think it was around the Black Death we were doing, and medicine and stuff like that. But these are very good books. I recommend you even try to buy them off edXcel, because it is worth it. They're very thorough. They go straight into details that you need to know about, and it gives you key terms down there and exam style questions there, and checkpoints and summaries, and just, this is a really good book. And I have to go for another 3 of these different ones. I think we've got Henry VIII as well. So, but yeah, so I would recommend planning your day. If you don't want to use a planner or a folder A4 file, just write everything on a timetable. Give her a copy and keep one downstairs for yourself, and then you know what she has and she knows what she has every day, and then that way you can keep track on everything you do, and you don't have to worry about writing down, or with maths on Wednesdays you'll be doing this and this and this. If you're just going to go by the books like I do, which is, I just find it so easy, just leave the books out on the table when she needs them, and she'll just grab the book that she needs and she'll just carry on doing it. Obviously if they're younger children you need to do a bit more with them, but she's older, she can do most of this on her own, just with my guidance. So, but yeah, so I hope that helped many of you with how I do my homeschooling. There's loads of stuff on my table now, I've got to sort it all out. But yeah, my house is a mess at the moment because there's everything everywhere. Most of my thing is over there. And this isn't anything to do with schooling. This is just something for me, for my own notes. So, yeah. So yeah, that's just mine. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I thought I'd let everyone know. But don't forget, if you do like that sort of table of how it tells you what you need to do every day, if you like that, then I would suggest that you get a planner or an A4 folder, and then make sure you get each week sorted every day, marked on your thingy, and write down what you want to do each week. But I just found it didn't work for me because if I said, oh, the week 9 to 14 I needed to be on page 12 to 14, you know, if I'm not on page 12 to 14, then it's no good having that there, because you can't guarantee that you're going to be doing that page on that day, because things, setbacks and being ill. So I just basically just set a timetable, and as long as she has a 5-hour day, about 1, 2, 3, about 4-hour day, not including breaks, of course, that's including just no breaks, but she's got like 5.5 hours a day, including breaks. Just give them the book if they're older. Tell them to start where they need to start. Let her read through if she's good at reading, if you need to read something for them. You know, but basically they can do it on their own. They've got activities that they can do, you know, and what books she needs. But yeah. So this is basically what I do in my school day. We get up at 8:30 in the morning and we start. We have a break at 9:30, then we come back at 10 and start again. Finish at 12:30 for lunch, come back at 1:30 until 2. And that goes on every day. We have lesson planned. If I need any help with lessons, I just go on the internet and print out a few things, like I did for this. I mean, we did this. This is year 9. Just tell us what we need to do for Macbeth. This is what I need to cover in autumn for 1 term, autumn 2 term, and then spring term, and summer term. And if you don't do it, it doesn't matter. You can always do something else later on. And I have all that written down, but you know, it's up to you how you do it. Assessment grid, I don't know what that's for. Oh, pages. But yeah, so timetables are what I use, and we upgrade them every maybe 3-4 months. This is the next one I've just done. My other one is over there on the wall, which I should show you. Hang on, let's go and have a look at the old one. Here's my old one. It's a bit dark over here. But yeah, that's my old timetable. I've just changed a few subjects around, and her Friday has nothing there now because she doesn't do art on a Friday. And that's how many hours. She does 20 hours a week, not including breaks. That's of lessons, that is. And she has 7.5 hours a week of breaks, and she has, including breaks, she has 27.5 a week, lessons and breaks. So yeah, that's her timetable. So yeah, so basically that's everything we do. So I'm hoping that timetable, if you need one, just print them off or make it yourself. They're quite easy to do. You don't need to be an expert on the computer to make one. Or you can just draw it by hand. It's quite simple to do that too, isn't it, if you're good with a pen. But timetables are what we use, and I don't think planning and using planners are for me personally, as you can never make sure you actually do something on a certain day. If they're not there, then your week has been totally wasted. You know, you just have to throw all that paper away. So I just take every day as it comes and use my timetable to make sure we both know what we're doing every day without fail. So that's basically how we work our week. And I've shown you some of the books we use. History, geography, maths, that's the homework book. And then we have, this is a thick book, it's really thick, but it's great. Edexcel and Maths. She's in year 9 and she's doing all these books. The only one I haven't got any GCSE book for at the moment is her English. We have all the other ones, science, and the geography is out there in the other room. But yeah, she's basically all sorted. Now we just got to get them completed. So she's all ready and set for her exams. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.